Welcome to this first in a short series of videos about Zuplo, the programmable API gateway. In this video, I want to show you just how easy it is to put a gateway in front of an API and add a simple policy like rate limiting. The API we're going to proxy is this ugly looking e-commerce legacy demo API that we have here. It has an ugly URL, objects, query string type equals products and ID equals 10,000. We're going to fix that too and make the API look beautiful. So I'm just going to copy that away. Let's go over to Zuplo and we're going to create a new Zup right away. Just accept the default name, and this will actually create a live instance of my Zuplo API in just a few seconds. So here we are, and the first thing I'm going to do is go into my routing table and look at the routes. I'm going to add a new route here. We have a little helper route available in every Zup that we create, but I'm going to add a new one. And we're going to create a better looking URL for that e-commerce API. So it's going to be products, and then we're going to take the ID here as product ID. And I'm going to support get, and I'll add a label, get product by ID. Put this in version 1 of our API. And we're actually going to use the URL rewrite function. What that's going to do is take any request that comes in on this path and rewrite it to this URL. So I'm going to paste in that ugly URL. And what we're going to do is exchange this product ID with the token that we got before. So here, $params.product ID. And that's pretty much it. We've now set up the mapping there. Now, it's hard to know if you got this stuff right most of the time, so we have a handy built-in route tester. So let's test that by going to products 10,000. And boom, you see we hit the right route, so we know our routing's set up correctly. And it even gives me a preview of what the URL is going to look like, so I can be absolutely sure that I got that right. So we're going to save those changes and they're going to deploy live. But actually, just before I do that, I'm also going to add a policy to this route. So I'm going to add our rate limit policy. And you see it's configured to rate limit by IP address, 2 requests every 20 seconds. Let's say OK. And now let's save that. That will actually deploy that live. And I could just go and test that by hitting the URL on the web. But we actually have a built-in test console as well. So I'm going to use that here right now. So we're going to go to products 10,000. Let's invoke that API. That's actually going to call the API for real. You see we can get debug logs coming out of that API. And here I can see the response. So it's actually made that ugly API pretty. And if I hit it just a few more times, you'll see we get 429 too many requests because the rate limiter has kicked in. So tune in tomorrow for another video where I'll show you some of the more programmable aspects of Zuplo, which I think is the coolest part of it. And actually we'll have a bit of fun and we'll build an actual API. Next thing to do, go and sign up for the waitlist on Zuplo.com. We're letting people in all the time. You can come in and actually play with this stuff.